Winning the Hammers last year was the biggest win of my life. I've won a lot of races at this point. A lot of them have been awesome, but this was the one that really was sweet. Everything that I put into racing, I put into my daily life as well. I have a lot of high expectations for myself in my racing career, and I feel like I've only touched the surface of what I could do. Preparation on the car for races is one thing, but preparing your body as well is a big part of it. And I try to eat as healthy as I can and work out as much as possible because you need to be at the top of your game to beat the other competition out there. Racing has taught me a lot. I'm only 22 years old, but I feel like I have an upper hand on a lot of 22-year-olds out there. Growing up, I always wanted to be like my dad, so now following his footsteps and actually doing what he did is really cool to me.
This is where it all began. He had to have that car. What happened with Mitchie was he saw what I was doing all the time. He saw me in the garage and working, and I think he just slowly started liking it.
Since I was little, I basically can remember being up in Johnson Valley and in the Land Cruiser with my dad. Just grew up on motorized vehicles.
Here's my Land Cruiser that is up in Johnson Valley, 1998. One day we went to some sand drags and there was a trophy cart, one of these, when they first came out. And he said, "That's what I want to do." And I said, "Are you sure? They're kind of expensive." And he said, "No, I want that."
I kept telling my dad, I need one of these. Thankfully, for my birthday one year, they got me one.
I used to work on the car and he used to be there watching me, learning everything he could, breaking every bolt he could. We go out to his first race in Adelano, went around one corner, hit a couple bumps, and some guy ran into him and he barrel rolled it about a quarter mile into the race. And that's where we started.
I watched Mitchie race in trophy carts at the Lucas Oil Off-Road Series, Mitchie being in the youth class, racing a mod kart, and Mitchie was in the championship. Final race of the season, final lap, he's in the lead and gets doored and passed on the final turn to lose the championship. And we saw Mitchie had it that day when I watched him lose that championship in a trophy cart. You could see in that kid's eyes. He wasn't hanging up racing because of it. They weren't throwing in the towel and saying, "You know what, let's just go play baseball." I saw a fire get ignited in little Mitchie at that time. That carries through and burns to this day.
When I'm at the end of my racing career, hopefully it never ends, but I want to be known as that guy that's won all of those races. Winning King of the Hammers and having that crown is definitely comes with a lot of pressure. That's something that over 10 years of doing it, I've learned to deal with it pretty well. The best way to do it is to just be as prepared as you possibly can.
We used to call Mitchie the Prince, but if there's one crown, Mitch Guthrie Jr. is a name we're going to be hearing for a long time.